Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a tutorial on the Smokey effect nails. Some of you may have seen them on Facebook, Instagram. So I've just done this one nail at the moment, and I have used, instead of using pigment powders, I've used the neon acrylic powders from CJP. I've used Metal Mickey from Incandescent Shine as my base colour. So you can see it's a nice black but just with a nice shimmer through it. And you can find those, I'll link in the description down below where you can find this colour. So for this one I have used Blueberry Glow and I think it was Pink Flamingo. I will post all the links to the products used down below. I just can't remember the names of them off the top of my head. So for this first one I was going to use the purple. So these are all the CJP colours. So you can use any bright neon acrylic colours that you have. You don't have to go out and buy neon pigments. But if you have them, go ahead and use them. So yeah, if you use bubblegum for this nail and the Blueberry Glow. So for this one I've buffed off the top shine. I have put top gloss on all of these. And for my white, just with a white gel polish and my fine detailer brush. So for this one I've used Bluesky 80501. So Bluesky you can pick up anywhere as well. Just make sure you're getting it off someone reputable. So I've just applied some of it onto some foreign backing paper. You can use a bit of tin foil as well if you want. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and draw just a sort of wavy design. Any design that you want really, doesn't really matter. When I was doing this set it was actually a bit of an experiment, just to see how it will come out. So just apply your gel polish, and then for your smoky effect, I did try using isopropyl alcohol. It didn't really work out too well, so I've just used some gel residue remover, and it was just one that I've had in the house for ages in the salon here. And then using a brush that preferably isn't a good brush because you're going to be dabbing in and out, but as long as you clean your brushes properly after, they should be okay. So you just want to get a blob and just dab. So you'll see it'll start to kind of go cloudy. And the more you add, the more cloudy it will be. So obviously where you're putting your design, you will get a vague outline of where you've put your design, but it won't be exact. So for this one I kind of thought round the top was a wee bit brighter than the rest. So you can see just a smoky effect there over the buffed base. This was the only one I actually did buff, just to see how it would turn out, but it just turned out the same. So you can always go back in and add more colour, just depending on how white you want it to be. And again, go over with your remover again. So the key is to kind of add little tiny amounts at a time. Try not to add too much. I think for this nail I added slightly too much and then it kind of got away from me, but you can always dry off your brush and then kind of go back in and pick up again, and that will drag some of the liquid out as well. So then you just want to let your design dry for a few seconds and then go on with your powder. So for this one I kind of wanted to use a blue just to continue on from the first nail, and then just a different colour then just to accent that nail. So I've used Caribbean Green and Blueberry Glow pot from CJP Nail Systems, and then just go in with a clean brush. This is my Edge Flat number 5. This is actually a gel brush, but I don't do much gel anymore, and I didn't like this brush to start with, so it's just kind of my go-to glitter and pigment brush at the minute. So you just want to dab it on. I flip the brush over whenever I'm dipping into different colours, but again, you can just wipe off and keep going. Sometimes when you overlap them slightly more, you get a nicer effect, and the colours just seem to blend nicer. So I just let it sit for, again, a few seconds just to let the pigments settle in, and then I'll just dust that off then with a brush very lightly. So you can see where you have put your gel design underneath, your powder will stick. Ta-da! So then you just want a top coat. So for this one, I'm just using my CJP top gloss. Excuse my cuticles because they are just awful at the moment. You might find that sometimes, because you're going over the pigment and the pigment's dry, that you kind of have to use a heavier layer of your top coat, or you can go in twice with your top coat, whichever top coat you're using will determine. And then just pop under your lamp. And depending on which lamp you have, you can UV, LED, will all have different timings. Mine is a 30-second LED lamp. So that's it. That is your finished design. So yeah, really simple. So you can just go over then, and I'll finish off the rest of these nails, and then I will post a picture at the end, and I will post some links to the products as well. So hope you enjoyed, guys. Have a great evening, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe.